What's up, guys? It's your favorite Kiwi Coach. Welcome back to another Kiwi Coach Talks Business. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about getting over the initial fear of creating YouTube videos. I know a lot of you guys out there are afraid of other people's comments on your YouTube videos and just makes you not want to make them. So without further ado, let's go do this thing. So welcome back to the channel, guys. If you guys are new to Kiwi Golf Japan, we do a bunch of videos like this every single week. So what you got to go do is hit that little red subscribe button. Smash the like button. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this particular video series. And as always, hit that little bell notification. You guys are getting notified every single time we drop a video. So as you guys know, I have plenty of instructors who come take lessons from me, and kind of one of the biggest questions, which I've tried to answer in other videos, but the question is, hey, how can I get more clients? And typically the discussion leads down to, okay, well, do you have a YouTube channel? And most of the time, to my surprise, they don't have a YouTube channel, or they have a YouTube channel, but they've only posted a couple videos on it and they've had it for like 6 months. And really, when you kind of go down the rabbit hole, you find out they're just scared to start, right? And that's where I feel like maybe a lot of you instructors who aren't on YouTube might be. You guys are just afraid to start. What are some of the reasons? Well, the biggest reason is just afraid of what your peers are going to say, right? Other instructors, or afraid of like maybe some negative feedback. You don't want to get that, right? So you're avoiding it. So ultimately, you actually don't make your channel. So in this video, we're going to hopefully be giving you guys some tips and just push you guys off the edge, get you guys to actually make a YouTube channel. And yeah, let's hop into the first part. So part number one, which I kind of just foreshadowed right in that last little bit there, but it's again, you're afraid of what people think of you. So I want you guys to think about it this way. First off, when you start a YouTube channel, unless you're just get lucky and go viral on your first video, which is very rare, you're probably going to have maybe 5 to 10 people watch your video, right? If you actually go back and look at my American channel, my first few videos were getting like 15 views, 25 views, or something like that. No one's watching. So you got to understand, if your video is shit, no one's really going to watch it. And you're going to be so small of a player out there in the YouTube game, no one's going to know about you. No one's going to watch it. If you do get negative feedbacks, which I got on a couple of my first few videos, hey, that's just bad luck. But in the long scheme of things, really no one cares when you start because no one's watching. So when you start out and you're afraid of what people are going to think or what your peers are going to think, just say F them, right? Just go and do it. Just get started. Okay, second thing that we hear quite a bit is, hey, Kiwi Coach, I'm not very good at speaking to a camera. I'm just nervous. Like, I don't come across well on camera. I don't feel like a lot of people will enjoy it, and I don't feel like a lot of people will watch it. Well, you're talking to a guy who in high school was very introverted, and I don't think anyone from my high school would have said that I would be making YouTube videos and making a living off of doing YouTube as well as obviously having a business. I don't think anyone would say that. Go ahead and ask him. So that being said, I had to start from the very bottom as well. I remember when I first started making YouTube videos, I literally went to a range called Thunderbird Driving Range, and I think a lot of you guys who are OGs to the channel, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's pretty much this rundown range where there's literally no one there. They had literally goats to the left side of the range who were really my only audience watching me make these videos. And I would just get out there with a tripod, with my iPhone, no speaker, no audio, no nothing, just talking into the camera and going over and over and over again and just trying to get my pitch, trying to get my speaking and everything just better and better and better and better. And trust me, it took me a whole year before I got to the point where I felt like I was halfway decent at it. So if that sounds like you and you are scared because you feel like you're not really good at speaking or whatever, I feel like you just got to get out there and start. So maybe go to a location like your house or someplace where there's no one watching you. That's a great place to start because you're probably nervous. Go there, have a video idea, come up with an intro, come up with kind of the main points you want to talk about, come up with an outro, which is the end of the video. And from there, just try to film the intro, try to film the middle parts, try to film the outro, and just do it over and over again. Give yourself maybe a month to make your first video, and just really get used to kind of talking to the camera, do it a bunch of times. And then after that month, you have to promise me that you'll be creating a video every single day. And that means that after that month, please do not get hyper-focused in on making the perfect video. Use the first month, obviously, to try to get better at it, and don't have any pressure. Don't set any limits to how many videos you have to post. But then after that first month, if you can challenge yourself to post once a day, it's going to be shit videos, don't get me wrong, but that's going to get you at least into the habit of making videos. Over time, you're going to become more and more proficient with it as you kind of learn new skills. Okay, so the last thing that we typically hear from people is, hey, Kiwi Coach, it's too expensive. I don't have the money to invest in a camera. I don't have the money to invest in a microphone. I don't have a team. I don't have an editor. I don't have all this stuff. I see Mitsuhashi TV or I see Chargal, whatever his name is, YouTube channel. They have all these subscribers. They have this whole team working for them. How can I can't start. I can't compete with that. So here's kind of my response to that. When I started out, I literally had a $40 tripod, an iPhone, which was like 3-year-old iPhone, very old iPhone, a little attachment, and that's literally all I had. I edited my videos on the iPhone through a free app. I shot the video through the camera, typical iPhone camera app, which I'm actually still shooting this video on an iPad typical camera app, by the way, even though I do have really nice cameras I can use, but I'm just lazy. But anyways, I started off with nothing, right? And again, that's where you're going to have to start off. And if your message is good and the people like what you're talking about, I'd recommend if you do have an iPhone, please at least do it kind of how I'm doing it, indoors, close to it, so you can still have decent audio. I'd recommend that. That'd be my only kind of tip there. But once you kind of get that, you have the good storyline and they can relatively hear you well, trust me, people will watch. You can get a bunch of views. I mean, one of my best performing videos I did same type of way I did now. I'm literally just talking to an iPad right now, not using any type of microphone, and that video got like 155,000 views, 200,000 views, or whatever it was. So it's very much possible. You don't need to have good equipment. And trust you, a lot of those YouTube channels probably didn't start out that way. Some people do because they start YouTube at a time in their career where they have plenty of money. Me personally, I started YouTube when I was broke and had nothing. So if you guys sound something similar to that, well, you guys start out from the bottom like I did. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I kind of pushed you over the edge. Again, I can't stress how important starting a YouTube channel is. Very, very important. Not only is it going to help you just market yourself and introduce yourself to a bigger audience, as well, what I think it's really going to do is it's actually going to help you kind of formulate your ideas around the golf swing better. It makes you think and makes you strategize, how can I actually structure the way that I talk to people in a way to where they can actually learn and comprehend and keep and continue to do it even after they've spent time with me. To me, that's really been what YouTube has helped me out with the most. I've become much better at structuring my lessons. I've become much better at really just doing anything that I need to do with communications with a client. I've just become much better with it. So I highly recommend you guys to start. That being said, if you guys are instructors out there and you guys all are kind of those people that might need a little bit of help or might need someone to kind of shadow, we actually have a shadowing program, which means you can actually go to my physical locations in Osaka, Yokohama, or Tsukuba, come to a lesson and actually shadow it. Just watch me give a lesson. You can learn exactly kind of how I teach. You can hear how I phrase things, how I handle certain types of clients. You can do all of that. And as well, if you guys are someone that can't make my physical location lessons and you're an instructor out there, you can actually take this shadowing program virtually through Zoom. So that means that you can actually attend lessons virtually and get the same experience and be able to see how I teach, all that good stuff. And if you guys are interested in all of that, make sure to go hit up the link down below. It'll be our Kiwi Coach Shadowing program. I highly recommend, if you independent instructors out there want to get better at teaching, please go check that out. It's going to be very beneficial to you. Other than that, everyone else, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video.